Yes, my people, and welcome back to another video, and welcome back today to something we have done on the channel before, but we are altering it a little bit. Now, for those that haven't seen the video, then don't forget to make sure you watch. Almost like it's kind of like a part one, but not really. So we created the perfect Wonderkid before and simulated his career, and we left it up to fate. We let everything happen naturally. So a little teaser, he started in the Vanarama South in England, and then he ended up making his own moves, his own career, and everything like that. This time, we have also still got the perfect Wonderkid. However, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we are trapping him at a team and seeing how they can do. Now, I thought I'd mix it up a little bit rather than just doing England all the time. I've chosen to do Germany, just because, why the fuck not, really? And also the video that I watched of this a couple of years ago to give me this idea was in Germany as well, so I thought we'll stick with that little theme. So we are going to trap the perfect Wonderkid at the worst team in Germany, and we're going to see, can he save them? Can he take them to the Champions League, win the Champions League, potentially? So we've got 25 seasons to see how well he can do. And just see, basically, is he going to be able to win the Champions League? Are they going to get into the Bundesliga? Or will they just stay as a shit team in Germany, really? So let's go and have a look and see how, well, who have we got? How good is he? Sort of thing. Obviously, you know how good he's going to be. And we'll have a little look at him. But before we do that, I just want to also say, of course, if you do enjoy this video, then don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. And of course, follow all the socials. Links will be in the description. And I hope you are enjoying the content. Let's see, who do we have as the perfect Wonderkid today? And here we go then. So this is the perfect Wonderkid we have got today. Luca Potaro, 16 years old. He is going to Bayern Munich on a future fee. I will need to keep changing it because on this you can only do 5 years in advance, but he will be going to Barcelona in 2050. So we have got 25 seasons until he is 41 years old to see how he will do. Now he is at a team called Havelse in Germany. Now they are in the 3rd tier in Germany. The highest they've ever finished is in the 2nd tier. And they are bottom because 2 games have been played, because I clicked start of the season. So 2 games have been played, but hopefully that won't make a difference. But yeah, they are the worst, one of the worst teams in Germany. They've actually only just got promoted as well. So it's a good team to go to, a team that have only just got promoted to the 3rd tier, to see how well he will get on. And of course, he is as tall as can be, a striker, the perfect attributes in everything. And I have a feeling that he could do very well. Now, of course, normally you want them to win Ballon d'Ors, etc. I'm not sure if Luca, compared to Xander Watson, will win anything as such, but I have hope and prayers that he could get Havelse to the top flight at least, and then potentially win some trophies as well alongside it. So for the first couple of seasons, we're going to be going season by season, and then once he's got to the Bundesliga, we'll probably go 5 years, 10 years, etc. So for now, we are going to simulate until the end of season 1, and hopefully Luca Potaro can get us into the 2nd tier of Germany and win the league in his 1st season as a professional. Okay then, so we're at the end of season number 1, his 1st season as a professional, and we're going to find out how he has done. Okay, Luca Potaro, of course, still at Havelse, and he has played 36 games and scored 30 goals, 14 assists. Now, it's a good season. That is a good, strong season. I'm very, very happy with that. Is it enough for Havelse to win the league? No. But they won the playoff. They won the promotion playoff 2-1. Luca Potaro scoring in that game and then scoring his penalty in the shootout. So they are promoted. That is good. That is good. Now, even with having Potaro, they're still only predicted to come 10th, which really isn't good at all. So we're going to have to... They actually finished on 6-7 points. Only a point off top of the league. So it's a good, strong season, and he did get them promoted, which is very good. I am very happy with that. And of course, he's actually played for Germany now as well already. Only 17 years of old, and that's a very strong season. 30 goals, 14 assists. Now, the big thing for someone like Havertz is going to be their reputation and the money. I don't know how rich they are as a club. They have decent facilities. So I think we need to just hope that while they still have Luka, they're able to build their infrastructure and gain money. So they then, when they're in the Bundesliga, they have the money and the facilities and the finances to bring in and attract good players and almost like stay up. Because I don't think their squad is very good at all at the minute. But hopefully, fingers crossed, things go as well as they have in Season 1 as they do in Season 2. So, of course, now we're going to simulate to the end of Season number 2. And we're going to see how do Havertz get on in their first season in the second tier in over 35 years. So it's a big, big, monumental moment for them. And how does Luka get on taking that step up to the next level? Hopefully, he should still be as good. I want more goals, though. I think 30 goals in 36 games, it's good. But in the worst league that he's ever going to play in, I don't know if that's good enough for him to end up winning the league and getting in the Champions League, for example. So yeah, let's simulate to the end of Season 2 and find out where Havertz and Luka will lie in the Bundesliga too. Okay then, so you join me at the end of Season number 2, our first season in the second tier of the Bundesliga. And hopefully, Luka has done enough to propel them into the top flight for the first time in their history. So, he's still at Havertz, of course. How has he got on? Okay, so first off, he has played 17 games for Germany, scoring 10 goals. Can we see? Okay, so he made his debut, and then he actually... Did he go to the World Cup? Let me have a little quick flick through. Did he go to the World Cup? Or no? What? How the fuck did I end up there? Men's national team, fixture schedule. Did he go to the World Cup? He did! Luca Pataro went to the World Cup. And he scored 4? Wow. He might have even got the... He might have actually won the Golden Boot. He didn't. But, tell you what, Luca Pataro at 17 years old scored 8 goals in the World Cup. And that's really good. Fair play. So, he's gone to the World Cup. And he's now played 17 games for Germany. In terms of his stats here then, he scored 24 and got 5 assists in 2 less games. So, not as good of a season as last year. Obviously, a jump up in terms of the league and the division. So... you would expect that. Hopefully, that should be enough for them to be really good. I don't think they would have got promoted. I will say that because I don't think this is good enough, and I don't think their team will be good enough for this to carry them. But we're going to find out. So they haven't won in a playoff, and they haven't won the league. Okay, so they haven't gone up. Oh, fuck. They came bottom. Oh, dear. Even with him, they're still the worst team in the league. Okay, that is really not good. He was the top goal scorer and the best player, but I think he's going to have to do the third tier of Germany all over again. That's really disappointing. Okay, hopefully, I don't know, really. This is a bit shit. I have a feeling he might get stuck here and just keep bouncing between the third and second tier. We're going to simulate to the end of Season 3, so we will find out very soon how he does back in the third tier of Germany. But hopefully, we can just get that little break where he doesn't get relegated, and then we can go from there and try and get promoted. But let's simulate to the end of Season 3 and find out, will they be going straight back up, or will Luka be stuck really badly in the third tier of Germany? Let's find out and simulate to the end of Season 3. Okay, then. We are at the end of season number 3. And hopefully, this is a much more successful sim than it was last time. Because, of course, in the last season, we did get relegated. So, hopefully, Luca has inspired Havelse to get promoted back to the second tier. So he's played 26 games for Germany now. So he's played an extra 9 games for Germany, scoring an extra goal. And he's only played 9 games. What? Why has he only played 9 games in the league? He scored 9 in 9 and got 3 assists, which is really good. And he scored 2 in 2 in the DFB Pokal. So he's had a good season in terms of numbers. But why is he... Did he have a really big injury? Injury history. No, he hasn't had a single injury. Wait. He missed 6 days worth of football. Why has he only played 9 games then? Okay, that's really blown my mind. But let's hope maybe they got promoted anyway. No, they finished 6th. Okay. Oh my god, they were so close to getting promoted. Oh, they were so close. Okay, so they haven't got promoted, but their predictions come second. So okay, that has really confused me. So it seems like sim number 2 is, or sim number 3, sorry, is also a bust and not very good at all. So we're now 3 seasons in, and he's in the exact same league as we started. This is not good. 3 out of 25 years down, and we've made no progress at all. I have no explanation why he hasn't played. That's really weird. The manager just hasn't used him. I don't know. Anyway, we're now going to simulate then, I guess, to the end of season 4. Hopefully he plays this season. I guess we've just got to hope and pray that he plays this next season. And hopefully we can get ourselves back into the second division again. But I don't have high hopes for Luca now. I don't have high hopes for him at all. He needs to have a really, really strong season and buck his ideas up if he wants to get into the Bundesliga and start winning trophies, because it is not going too well. So let's simulate now, once again, another 1 season sim to the end of season 4 and find out where Halverse and Luca will be at. Yes, then, we are back. End of season number 4, simulation done. Now, I don't want to say time is running out for Luca and the team that he plays for. However, because we still have 21 years to go, he could have a 5-year period where things just take off massively. However, I would say that if he hasn't been promoted this season, because of course we didn't get relegated, but of course he didn't really play a lot last season, and they didn't get promoted. So if he was to not get promoted this year and be stuck in the same place he started this experiment on in season number 5, I'd say that time was running out a little bit. That'd be a fifth of the way through the sim, and to be in the same place, that's not good. So let's just take a look then and see where he's at. Luca Patara, of course. So, of course, first things first, Germany. He's now played 39 games for Germany and scored 17 goals. So he's starting to become a bit of a hero for Germany, you'd say. And as we can see, he has played a whole season, which is good. And he has scored the most goals he's ever scored in his career in a single season. Less assists, which I'm hoping means he's more of a bagsman and a goal scorer. More goals in games as well for the first time ever. His best average rating. This is his best season of his career so far. And is it good? It is. They have absolutely walked away with it. Most clean sheets, most possession, most goals, winning by 21 points. That is much, much better. That is what we want to see. They're predicted to come top, and they have done just that. We've got a couple of other people in here that are also one of the best players in the league. But that is very good. Only conceded 24 goals as well, so a strong team performance as well, you'd say. That's really good. They finally won the league, so he's going back to the second tier, which is a lot better. And the really good thing as well is this is his best season of his career so far. So hopefully he can take this season and really work on it and build on it. Now, he is 20 years old now, so he is starting to get into those more prime years. Obviously, he's nowhere near his prime, but he's no longer a teenager. So maybe the coding in the game will mean he starts maybe getting more leadership responsibilities and stuff like that, and he can really help other people in the team improve. So finally, we got promoted again. I don't think time is running out, which is good. So we're going to simulate now to the end of Season 5. We're doing 1 year jumps still. Just until we get to the Bundesliga, I want to do 1 year jumps just because I think I don't want to go 3 years in the future and we end up, I'm not really knowing what happened necessarily. So we're going to simulate another season to the end of Season 5 and find out how they get on in the second tier. And hopefully they can avoid relegation. Right, we're at the end of season number 5 now. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we are finally going to find ourselves promoted to the Bundesliga. Hopefully, Luka has done enough to get himself promoted to the Bundesliga. We'll start off with Germany, of course. And he's scored 23 in 48. So it keeps going up by about 10 every single season, which is really good. Nearly 50 games played for Germany by the age of 21. That's really good. So he scored 22 in 31 with 6 assists and 4 player of the matches. Now, last time he was in the second tier, he actually scored more in 3 more games, 1 less assist, a lot more player of the matches though. But he's got a better average rating this time. Now, I'm hoping that this player of the matches, being only 4 in 31, means that hopefully the team as a whole have had more player of the matches, meaning that they will be a better team, is what I'm trying to say. I'm hoping that they should be better, and hopefully they haven't gone back down, and hopefully they've just been promoted straight away. So let's find out. Yes, get in. They won the league. 66 points. Predicted to, bloody hell, they were predicted to come top, even above Union Berlin. This is their other really good player. Let's have a little look. He's wanted. Oh, he's on loan from Frankfurt. Okay, he's on loan. He looks pretty decent, to be fair. Wanted by Havertz as well. So hopefully maybe they could re-sign him. They've also got Elias Baum. Signed him for £4 million. So it looks like they've got a bit of money, which is good. Also, I have no idea anything about this team. So they could, for all I know, be really rich or something. I'm not sure. They've got a new manager as well, who actually are the under-19 manager. Okay, I was going to say. But okay, so interesting. So we have got promoted again, which is really, really good. Luca Pataro will finally be finding himself in the Bundesliga. So we're going to simulate to the end of next season. And I think, hopefully, if we stay up, this will be the last time we are simulating only 1 season. My expectations, I'm not too sure. I'm hoping we can just finish like mid-table, be secure, no threat of relegation, and then Luka can really start kicking on. But we are 5 seasons in, I believe. 1, promoted, relegated. Not promoted. Yeah, 5 seasons in. So we're a 5th of the way through this experiment, and we're finally in the top flight. So that gives us 20 seasons to try and win the league and win the Champions League with Luca Pataro. So hopefully he can do it and he can save the worst team in Germany. So let's simulate now to the end of Season 6 and find out where they finish in their first season in the Bundesliga ever. Okay then. So this could be the last 1 season sim for the rest of this video, as we are now in the Bundesliga. Luka has made it to the top flight of Germany, of course, starting in Tier 3. He's now in Tier number 1 in the Bundesliga. And hopefully, they haven't got relegated, and they've done well enough that we can sim for like 3 years and almost leave him to it a little bit. I don't know what to expect because I don't know how good their team is, of course. As we're going to click Luca Pataro now. So first off, he has played 61 games for Germany, scoring 37 goals. So that's a good record. I just want to check, actually. Is Miroslav Klose the all-time top goal scorer? I imagine he is. He is, with 71. So Luca Pataro has 37 in 61 for Germany. So he, you'd imagine, would break that record. So in the Bundesliga then, he scored 20 goals in 29 games, getting 2 assists and 6 player of the matches. It's not a bad season at all. Is that enough to keep them up? They weren't in the relegation playoff. They finished 11th. So they finished mid-table. I'm actually very happy with that. I think that's a good season. Where are they predicted to come? They're predicted to come 14th. Okay. Do they have any other players? I don't know. We'll have to have a little look. Transfer history. They've sent 17 million. So, like, these are the players that they're bringing in. He's not bad. Hasn't really played a lot. Like, they're bringing in some decent little players. Nelson Viper. That's a throwback and half for Football Manager players, if you remember him. But they're bringing in people that aren't too bad. Spending 17 million isn't bad at all. Obviously, their highest... I mean, they've got Johan Bakayoko. That's a fantastic signing on a free. So I think they're doing pretty well that we can consider it good enough to sim for 3 seasons. He did just win the Golden Boot as well. I want to check how he has been doing for Germany. Has he won anything? He won the Euros. Wow. I think he's just won the Euros. He's Germany captain. And I think they've just won the Euros. If we go to 2030... Oh, no, it'd be 2028, wouldn't it? They did. They won the Euros. Did he play at all in this? He got sent off in the semi-final, though. Scored 2 in that game. 2 in that game. Did he get the Golden Boot? Golden Boot? No. Florian Wirtz did. But he has won the Euros. So that's really cool to see that he's winning stuff for Germany. So he's now a Euros winner. He's in the Bundesliga, which is good. So we're now going to simulate 3 seasons to see how he settles into life in the Bundesliga. Hopefully by then, they could be pushing for Europe as well. So we're going to simulate 3 seasons ahead and find out how Luca Pataro is getting on. That will make him 25 as well. So I think that's a good period to sort of be at. So we're going to simulate 3 seasons ahead. So let's see where they will be in 3 years' time. Okay, everybody. So we have now done our biggest sim of the video so far, and we have progressed 3 seasons on. So we got to see how Luca, it's a different day. I think his name's Luca. We got to see how Luca and Halvense got on in their first ever season in the top flight, and I believe they finished 11th. So hopefully he's managed to kick on from there and maybe even got a European season out of him potentially. That would be pretty nice. So we're going to search in Luca Pataro. That is, of course, him. Most recent season. As okay, so before we do anything about how well he's performed on the club level, he has played 91 games for Germany and has got 61 goals. Now, I don't believe that makes him the all-time top goal scorer, does it? Don't think so. No, but he is only 10 goals away now, so he will definitely break that at some point in his career, because obviously he's only 25 years old. So this most recent season, then, he scored 19 in 25. It's not bad. So last time we were here was this season here, his first ever season in the Bundesliga. Since then, he scored 19 in 30, 25 in 33. This is one of his best seasons ever, actually. So maybe he could have had a really good, strong campaign in the Bundesliga that year. And then he's just recently scored 19 in 25. So, are Havels still in the Bundesliga? They are. They've just finished 10th. They're spending about 11 million, which isn't bad. So, how have they done then? If I just quickly skip back So this was his first ever season in the Bundesliga. They finished 11th. His second year, 12th. His third year, 8th. Oh, he wasn't far off getting Europe, you know. And then this most recent season, he finished 10th. So not a bad little team, to be fair. They're mid-table in the Bundesliga. Have they spent a lot of money recently at all? Or 11, 9, 9, 17? So it seems like they're spending decent money and they become like a proper, like, secure team in the Bundesliga. Now, I want to check, has he won anything else? Okay. Competitions. So he won the Euros, but has he won any awards at all? Team of the Year, top goal scorer, shortlisted for football, got European Golden Shoe. That's not bad. Bundesliga top goal scorer. It seems like he's winning a lot of Bundesliga top goal scorers, which is really good. Hopefully, then he can continue this sort of trajectory, as somehow his bravery has gone down, so he must have had a big injury. So I will fix that. So, at the minute then, he is 25 years old. We're going to simulate now 5 seasons until he is 30, and then we will do one last sim at the end for the last 11 seasons. So now we're going to simulate 5 seasons ahead, and hopefully we find him in Europe. I'd like to see him get into Europe. So let's simulate ahead 5 seasons and find out where Luca Pataro will be at. Okay then, so we have simulated 5 more seasons then. And we're going to see where Luca is at about 30 years old. This should be the point in which he is starting to get European football, you'd hope. Because then he's got 11 seasons after this to try and potentially win the league and potentially win the Champions League. But we will see. We'll see if maybe, like, at the end of the day, the team he's at, by this point, they've been in the Bundesliga for 8 seasons. So you'd expect them to have a bit more money, maybe even have like a tycoon owner or something like that. But you'd expect them to be able to attract better players, buy better players, because of the fact they've been there for so long now. So we're going to search in Luca Pataro. He is still in the Bundesliga and he's in the Champions League as well. This is very, very exciting. So we'll start off with Germany as always. 30 years old now, of course, and he's played 149 games for Germany and 103 goals. Now, that definitely makes him the all-time top goal scorer. I can't imagine it makes him the all-time appearance maker. No, Joshua Kimmich with 183. So he's still got about 35 games to go to break that. But as we can see, in this most recent season, he has scored 28 goals and got 10 assists in 31 games, but he's played in the Champions League. So last time we were here, I believe it was this season here. So since then, he has scored 27 in 32, 19 in 31, 7 assists in this year, 5 assists in this year, 20 in 20 with 3 assists. And then the most recent 2 seasons have been the best seasons of his career, with 24 goals, 10 assists in 27 games, and 31 games with 28 goals and 10 assists. So he has been very, very good. 318 goals, 88 assists in his career for Havelse. That is very good. I just quickly want to go to club history and go to records. He is their all-time top goal scorer and their all-time highest appearance maker as well, which is really cool. Right, so last time we were here was 5 seasons ago, so I believe it was this season here. So they then finished 7th, which might be the Conference League, maybe. Then they finished 6th, so would have got European football there. I think that might be the Conference League, actually. Then they finished 7th again. Then they finished 2nd by only 4 points. And in this most recent season, they finished 2nd again. They're predicted to come 7th. So if we go to their fixtures and we go back to, I think, this season. Were they in any competitions? No, they got knocked out in the DFB Pokal early. They were in the Conference League and they got to the semi-final. Oh, no, they didn't. They got to the final. Oh, so they got to a European final and lost to Juventus. They then got to the... Oh, my God, they lost back-to-back European finals. Luca, no. They then weren't in Europe at all this year. Then they were in the Champions League and got knocked out in the knockout playoff round this time. So it seems like Luca Pataro then has got to 2 European finals and in the Champions League. So I'd say that's a very successful 5-year sim there. To be in 3 European competitions, 2 of them finals, 1 of them Champions League knockout playoff round, not bad at all. Has he won anything else? Competitions, obviously runners up. No, so he hasn't won anything else with Germany. Awards, has he won any big awards like for like World Player of the Year? He has. He won World Player of the Year in 2037. Oh my God, he's won 2 Ballon d'Ors. Luca Pataro has won 2 Ballon d'Ors for Havelse. That is ridiculous. That is the best 5-year sim I think I've ever done. So he won 2 Ballon d'Ors, World Player of the Year, and got to 2 European finals. Wow. Okay, so we're now going to simulate to the end of Luca Pataro's career. So I believe I said I'd go to he was 41. So we've got 11 years to simulate. And hopefully, now they're at a level where they're in the Champions League, they'll be in the Champions League again next year. Hopefully, we can come back and find Havelse with Bundesliga champions and potentially even Champions League winners. Okay then, for the final time this video then, we have simulated finally to the end of Luca Pataro's career. He is now 41 years old. We're going to find out how he has got on. Basically where Havel's sitting. So, he's 41 years old, of course. And I've just seen here, they are still in the Champions League, which is a good sign. Now, he's played 191 games for Germany, scoring 143 goals. I imagine, I don't want to ruin anything for me. He retired from international football. Doesn't say when. So I imagine he retired from international football probably a while ago. The bravery again has gone down. I did change that. And he looks like he's been playing defensive midfield a little bit more, which is interesting. So maybe his output might have gone down a little bit. But last time we were here, of course, was 11 seasons ago. And I can't actually... I think it was here, wasn't it? I think this was the most recent season that we were here for. If I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was. Okay, cool. So, since the last time we were here then, he scored 26 goals, 18 assists, 26 goals, 9 assists, 25 goals, 10 assists, 27 goals, 10 assists, 20 goals, 8, 20, 12, 18 and 9, 23, 10, 22, 11, 22, 11, and 21 and 9. So, in his league career then for Havelse, he's played 693 goals, scoring 568 goals, 205 assists, and 209 player of the matches. Let's just see, what season were we at if I just quickly double check. It was 38-39. We're going to click Havelse, and wow, they've just won the Bundesliga. That is very, very cool. They're predicted to come second. So we were last here. So the first season of the sim, they won the league. Oh my God. So he's won he's won 1 Bundesliga. He's won 2 Bundesligas. 3 Bundesligas. He's won 4 Bundesligas in a row. 5 Bundesliga titles in a row. Then Bayern beat him. Bayern beat him again. He then won 6 Bundesligas, a 7th Bundesliga title. Then Bayern beat him. And then this most recent season, he won his 8th Bundesliga title. We can see this on past winners. It's been a Bayern Munich and Havelse show for a long, long time. Only one team has finished not in the top 2 out of them two for like 13 seasons, which is pretty mental. Of course, he is the greatest German player ever. He's the all-time top goal scorer in the Bundesliga. The all-time Germany top goal scorer. Has he won the Champions League? He's won the World Cup. Wow. He won the World Cup with Brazil. With Brazil? Won the World Cup with Germany. Okay, so he won the Club World Cup with Helvelse as well. Bundesliga, DFB Pokal, Bundesliga, FIFA World Cup winners with Germany, Bundesliga, the Euros. So did he win another Euros title? I think he might have won. He has. Okay, so he won 2 Euros and a World Cup with Germany, but he never won the Champions League. If I just have a little quick flick through, because I'm conscious about time, I don't want this to be too long. They got to the round of 16 and lost to Bayern. The knockout playoff and lost to Stuttgart. The Champions League semi-final and lost to Man United. The round of 16 and lost to Liverpool. The round of 16 and lost to PSG. The semi and lost to Barcelona. Round of 16 and lost to Liverpool. They've been hard done by draws here, I will say. PSG. The semi-final again and lost to Atletico. The semi-final again and lost to Juventus. And the semi-final again and lost to Real Madrid. They got to a lot of semi-finals in a row. That's really annoying. What about the Ballon d'Or? How has he done in the Ballon d'Or? Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Luca Pataro has won 7 Ballon d'Ors, and he's never come close since reaching a certain age. Wow. Luca Pataro has had a good career. Yeah. Right. Let's have a little quick chat about how his career has gone then. Okay then. So, of course, at the start of his career, with that relegation from the 2nd tier and then not getting promoted straight away from the 3rd tier, I was a little bit sceptical. I wasn't sure if he was going to have enough to really make Helvelse a proper dynamite in German football, and he has. Winning 8 Bundesligas. Of course, this was a 25-year sim, so they've won 8 out of 25. That is a quarter of the Bundesliga titles they could have won. They did win, and it wasn't even really. They were only in the Bundesliga for what? 16 years maybe, so they won half. 50% going against a giant like Bayern Munich. I don't think that's bad at all. They got to a lot of Champions League semi-finals, so I'd say they're a European giant now as well. They got to a Europa League final, a Conference League final. But the main thing is, Luca Pataro won 7 Ballon d'Ors. Having him trapped in the worst team in Germany. For reference, I'm pretty sure Xander Watson, who of course wasn't trapped, I think he went to Newcastle and was playing in the Premier League from season 2 onwards. Whereas Luca Pataro only got to the Bundesliga, what, season 4 or 5? To win 1 Ballon d'Or less, I think that's a massive success. So let me know down in the comments below how you think Luca Pataro did, and how did you expect him to have this big of an influence on a team like Helvelse? How do you think it all went? I think it was a massive success. I wasn't expecting it to be this successful. But yeah, that is going to be the end of this video from me. If you have enjoyed this video, of course, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Turn on notifications as well, so you're always notified when I do upload a video. Don't forget to follow the Twitch as well. Link is in the description. Same with the Twitter and the Discord, which are both the 2 best places to find out when I'm uploading, to give me suggestions for videos so you can dictate what videos you see from me in the future. And yeah, just have a little chat if you want to chat about Football Manager, anything like that. Discord is the best place to be. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video as much as I have, and I will see you very soon, and peace.